Hello guys, Kanto Gamer here, and I'm going to be bringing you another video for Lethal Tactics. I have already put a couple up. I'm going to be finishing up my little video series with this with a review. I might still do more if they keep getting requested, but for right now this is my plans for my last one, and this is going to be the review of the game and what I've thought of it so far, what I think could use some work. So far, right off the bat, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Already put about 6 hours into it, and I'm enjoying it a lot. There are a few issues some people have been mentioning, such as the set maps and the AI. I think the AI is pretty good myself. I don't have too much of a problem with that right now. My only real issue is the small selection of maps and how they stay consistent. I really think some random generation would be a huge addition to this game and would extend the replayability by a lot. Another problem you're probably seeing right now is the long load times. Normally I would cut these out of a video, but one, it just shows you how long these can be at times while you're waiting for the AI to respond. And two, I'm going to be talking a lot in this video, so I'm going to be leaving every second in here. You can skip past it, if it's bothering you, but this is a good example of something else that could use tweaking in the game. They're not normally this long. A few turns in this game turned out to be really long, like longer than I've ever seen so far. So that was kind of surprising seeing that. It's a turn-based game, so I kind of expect to be slow-paced anyway, plus I'm a pretty patient guy, so this really hasn't bothered me too much, and honestly it hasn't came up too much. But as you can see, this would definitely be an issue if it's just happening consistently, which fortunately it doesn't, but even every once in a while it'll get annoying. But so far this game is, one of my favorites I've gotten for an early access game. The day I'm recording this, the game is $18. I believe it's going to be $20 when it comes to full release. I'm not looking at it right now, but I'm pretty sure that's the plan. So, it's kind of, I wouldn't say steep for a squad-based tactics game. It's actually just about the right price, but you really have to weigh how much gameplay you're going to get out of it, because these are not games that people tend to play for a very long time. In most occasions, I know there's going to be people, saying I played Fallout Tactics for thousands of hours and stuff like that, but on average, these aren't games that tend to be long-lived. I really think this has the ability to be one of the very first squad-based tactics games that has a long lifespan, just because of the genius plan they have of making this skirmish and multiplayer based. I'm not a big multiplayer fan, but making the base of this game be 5 to 10 minute skirmish matches that you can jump into and finish in no time, I thought was just a great idea, because we don't see a whole lot of that. And just putting your matches into bite-sized pieces, making it a real pick-up-and-play game, was an incredible idea for this game, and I love games like that, so this is really hitting the spot for me. I love it. Like I said, it definitely has its issues. Right now, the map selection is just the biggest hindrance. This game is so fun, but once you pick your map, you pretty much know what you're doing from the get-go. The unit deployment varies that a little bit, but honestly, every map, I almost always see the opening for the same exact strategy. And it's not because I'm not changing it up at all, but obviously you don't want to run out to the center of the map. That's going to get you killed. So you're going to go around the outsides and in and out certain, buildings, and some are going to be much clearer options than the other. Some are going to be better options. So I know a lot of people would probably say, if you're not playing difference because you're not varying it up. When it comes to tactics based games, you're just going to want to go with what is going to be the most successful. That's That's the point, kind of optimizing your strategy. However, I don't think that the map issue is going to hold people back from playing it. I'm still having a great time with it, even with the same maps, because the AI is pretty dynamic. They're always doing something different. But right now, that's the only major hindrance, and at a $20 price tag with 3 maps, 4 character classes, I believe it is, that might hold some people back. I definitely don't think the classes should be something to bother you. Every class just feels right, and I think it's, you know, more than enough for this game to work well. However, the small maps I could definitely, or the small amount of maps I could definitely see holding people back, and I wouldn't blame you if, you know, that held you back. However, I highly recommend this game if you like tactics games and are really looking for something that you can just pick up and play a few minutes before work, or can sit down and sink hours into, because I've certainly done that as well. It's, you know, good all around the board, whether you just want to pick it up and play real quick, or you just want to sit down for hours and play a long game, whether you're a multiplayer fan or a single player fan. It's got something for everybody, and at the $18 price tag it's at right now, I think I definitely got my money's worth. That is certainly up to you to decide for yourself. Definitely drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think of this game in its current state, if you think it's worth the money. I definitely think it's one you should be picking up if you like any type of strategy, you like games that make you think, and aren't just looking for fast-paced action, because it's certainly not going to quench your thirst for that. But if you're looking for, you know, a thinking man's game, something where you really have to think strategy, use your abilities well, use your cover, your surroundings, this is definitely something you want to play, and I recommend getting it as soon as possible. It's probably the best tactics-based game on the market right now, and with its skirmish and multiplayer-focused gameplay, I think this is going to be one of the most replayable games of this genre you're going to be seeing for a while. Yeah, so pick it up, have a good time with it, let me know what you think, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You have a great night, guys.